What piece of advice would you give to someone who is new to grief, who has lost someone or something so significant that it's really impacting the way they feel, their mental health, especially if they're feeling in this complete darkness and like the dark times isn't going to ever lift and they're never going to feel better again?
I think not just a cliche, the advice to take things one day at a time is extremely helpful when it comes to grief. And sometimes it's not even one day at a time, but it's 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time. We talk about coping. We often talk about thinking about one step at a time. What's one thing you can do to cope in this moment? I think a lot of times people are just in such pain and it's such a big experience that they're like, what's the fix? I need to get the fix to get me out of this. And the fact of the matter is, there is no quick fix. It's just a matter of finding ways to survive. And then after a while, like Litsa said, hopefully that intense and acute pain will subside a little bit and it becomes not just about surviving, but also about finding ways to move forward. Litsa mentioned and having a connection with loved ones who died or the past, trying to understand the world a little bit differently in the wake of loss, having connections with people, finding new purpose and meaning. That can take a really long time to get to. So just understanding that this is not in any stretch a sprint. It's really a marathon. And I know that that's really discouraging for people who are new to grief. But like you said, it does get better eventually. And it is okay in this moment to be everything that you are. There is no right or wrong. Emotions aren't good or bad. Whatever you're feeling is normal and okay. And take it one day at a time. What would your advice be, Litsa?
I think that one of the things that you said, Yvette, was that a feeling of it's never going to lift or it's never going to change. One of the things that we really encourage people, and I would tell anyone early on to consider, is that looking for even the smallest things and being just open to those, open to the smallest moments of gratitude. We were just talking about this humor. If you're somebody who is able to find one thing to make you laugh, find one YouTube video that will crack you up, find one person that you might be able to reach out to today and be able to remind yourself that, like, okay, 99.9% of this day might be awful, but let me see if I can just make a point to find one thing that I can kind of get out of that. And that can sometimes slowly, that little like kernel can be something that we can start to build on, because it reminds us that we're capable of laughing or capable of just even saying like, wow, this was a great cup of coffee. Like everything else is awful, but at least I had this great cup of coffee. So I think we try to look for those little things with folks so that they can hopefully figure out how to start to build from there.